nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.
Thank you, Yvonne, for your time. I appreciate it.
How are you? You look fantastic. Oh my gosh. It's a New Year's Eve.
I was, you guys were giving me a little New Year's Eve, so I thought I'd, get a little festive for you.
I love it. I love it. I'll take it. I receive.
Thank you. I really enjoyed your hosting ability. Hosting is a whole nother beast. You could be very talented as a performer, an actress, a singer, dancer, but hosting is on a whole nother level, especially hosting other comedians. How did you enjoy this experience with Yearly Departed? And what's some advice or introspection you would give someone who would host a type of?
Well, I had help in terms of having a very fantastic crew of funny women to bring up to the stage next. Your job as a comedian or as a host is always made easy when the talent is good. It's like if everybody's a club banger, just bring them up. They got it. Pass the mic. But I've been hosting events since pre-Insecure. I was the ultimate hype woman at people's weddings. So there's somebody now that got video footage of me hosting their wedding in Rancho Cucamonga somewhere. It was me. And so that kind of prepared me even for this moment, when I guest hosted Ellen, when I hosted Yearly Departed, it kicks in. It's that beat of listening, right? You're listening to the audience. As a comic, you have to do that anyway. But as a host, you're kind of listening to the vibe of the room. You set the atmosphere. And so for me, if it's my outfit, it's like, all right, if I'm setting the atmosphere, when I show up, the first thing you got, they're visual. So before I get to the mic, they have to see me. So what am I wearing? And so, Pooja, my stylist, and I, we were like, it has to be a moment. And then by the time you get on the mic, it's like, okay, so what's the first thing I'm going to say? Akilah Green, who's a writer for the show, we worked together to create the monologue. So it's like, not only are you going to look good, you're going to sound great. And so it's a whole team effort that goes into what comes out. And I'm very strategic about how, what it looks like visually, what it sounds like when I host, so that, we give me the tools so that I can just slam dunk it.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, you did. I mean, the looks are amazing. I mean, you look amazing. The looks are incredible. And I love when you talk about when you used to have to explain to your mom exactly what you are doing. And now does she get it? Does she fully get it now?
Oh, she gets it. She's so excited, like, they spend their winters in Nigeria. So she's like, can you hurry up and tell me what happened? Like, I'm not finding it online. Like, it's like the Getty images aren't being downloaded early enough for her. You know what I mean? Because she's all the way in today. And, so she's like, I can't find the Emmys online. When is the year? I said, Ma, it hasn't aired yet. So, okay, all right, I'll wait. So she's equally as excited for, the wins that are coming down the riverbed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I enjoy this. I love the takes on just these smart topics and just the use of humor to further educate. Because, I picked up some things too that I thought I was informed on. If you had to swap with being a host in one of the topics that one of the other comedians cover, who would you want to swap with?
Don't do that. Because, I not only, so this is the first time I did it, I also hosted and I also had my own monologue. So at the end, I had my own monologue where I, giving up, hustle and grind. So I don't know. I mean, I think everybody's monologue was just very personal to them. So they were saying the things that like they felt very passionate about. And like you said, it's like, I'm learning too. Jane Fonda came up and talked about the climate change. And it's just like, wow, she's been doing a lot of work and really educating people on like, yo, this is what this really means. So I think the beauty about performing and about life is like you come at it from different angles, but you can also learn something from someone else. So I like what I said, and I like that I was also not only entertained but informed.
Well, I liked what you said too, sister. Stay blessed. I enjoyed you tremendously. Thank you so much for your time.
I so appreciate you. Have a good one.
You too. Oh, I'm so happy to see all of you. I enjoyed all of you so much. I felt like it was like a post-pandemic pamphlet of self-reflection. It would be a cool journal, all you guys' segments together would be a cool journal. But I will begin with you. X. Do you prefer X or X Mayo?
Yeah, X is good.
X. So I love your section where you discussed about my body, my choice, because it made me think of everything where something is co-opted for something else. Why was this topic deeply personal to you? How did you land on this topic for your part of the show?
Yeah, so this topic was assigned to me, but I thought that it was very fitting for me to do that, because I think like I was literally talking to Aparna and Dulce about this, about disliking my body for so long and now like loving it. So I hope that kind of like read on screen that I was really passionate about what I was talking about, and like becoming more sex positive, and like abandoning the notion that the amount of partners I have like is equated with how much worth I have. Like it was great. So I've been walking into that newness as of recent. So to be able to do that was very fun, and it felt very personal to me for sure.
Mm-hmm. Walking into newness. I like the way you say that, because I feel like this whole experience of being all the way locked down, all the way separated from people, it's almost inhumane in a sense, but I understand why we have to do it, because we have to do it to be humane, to save lives and to be safe. Aparna, I thought about you and myself. I think I'm super duper extroverted, and now as I venture back out into society, I feel real like skittish and like an abused animal. Like I shrink back from people, and I'm not sure what my energy is supposed to be. Aparna, were you already an introverted kind of person? I know you mentioned, you discussed it in your segment, but what were you like before this, and how has this further changed you?
Yeah, I mean, I was a hardcore introvert before, I would say, but even so, the pandemic tested even my limits. But I think I feel like you in re-entering the world. I feel like I have to re-socialize myself. But I almost feel like we're past the window now where people are like, okay, we're back in things. And I'm like, I'm still not ready. Like I think I over-identified with my segment, really. It was too true.
No, but that's good. I mean, I could feel it from all of you, from all of your respective areas, that these were things that you were passionate about, because I found myself leaning in to the screen to really absorb what all of you were saying. Dulce, the name is sweet, but honey, you had to hit them with some good hard truths. Had to hit
Hello.
folks with some truths. Being an asshole, and I love this topic because I can't stand assholes, is wholly unnecessary 99% of the time and can be avoided. When you think of assholish behavior, are there levels to it? Do we need to abolish it altogether? Like, what is the sliding scale of assholes and asshole behavior?
There is definitely a sliding scale, because it is definitely dependent on location, and situation. So, as someone who, because people don't realize that as a woman and as a woman of color, we interact with assholes on a more regular basis, because there are people who like to put us in our place, and what they feel like, and that place being where they think we should be. So there's always an interaction that you have to have with someone where you're just going, and that goes into the angry Black woman trope. And I think that trope just became about because Black women just stopped saying, you're not going to let you mistreat me. So the asshole is someone, it's all, we've all been an asshole, but whenever I've had to do it, it's been completely justified, and I was right the entire time. Period. But it's, especially because with us being in the pandemic, assholes have lost their lives, have caused other people to lose their lives. And so the importance of self that an asshole has is detrimental to society as a whole. So I was very happy to do the piece that I talked about, because that's, because I work in a job where I talk about politics all day. And if that is not a bastion, a just seething cauldron of assholes, I don't know what is.
Yes, I concur.
Yeah.
Dulce. And I love how you intellectualized asshole
I know.
behavior. It's like it was like a professor.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
I appreciate all you ladies greatly, because I thought of things that we could eulogize to close out the year, and there was so many, but I love how you all took the most, I feel like, most important topics that can have wide reaching implications to discuss. And I thought you all did a beautiful job, and I appreciate your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
But thank you, ladies. I can't wait to get my Twitter fingers on premiere night. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.